Okay. Good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year. This is the first meeting of 2021 for the Bethesda Downtown Design Advisory Panel, and we are welcoming today a new panel member. Good morning, Damon.
Hey,
a new panel member, Brian Kelly, who's taking over the academia seat on the panel. And Brian is the director of the architecture program, associate dean for development and faculty affairs, and professor at the University of Maryland's School of Architecture, Planning and Preservation. He brings extensive experience as a critic and lecturer on urban design and architecture, as well as significant tenure on the University of Maryland's Campus Architecture and Landscape Review Board, and in the private sector, marrying urban design and architecture. So we want to welcome Brian, and also want to welcome Damon back, who re-upped for another term. And so we just have a few minutes if folks wanted to go around and sort of say a few words of introduction for Brian. Gwen, would you like I'm sorry, I didn't call you earlier.
No, I just wanted to stop in for a brief moment to reiterate how happy we are that Brian has joined us. I think he is going to be a great asset to the design advisory panel. We have had just in talking with him, meeting with him, I was delighted to find out we have a lot of things in common in our lives, living in Cleveland Park and a number of other things. So I am really excited about Brian joining us. And I, again, want to just take this opportunity to thank all the members of the Design Advisory Panel. I think this whole process, which we made up out of whole cloth a couple of years ago, has gone extremely well. I think you've made great contributions to having Bethesda have a really high quality of design excellence, architecture, urban design, landscape architecture. And I just wanted to say hello and say thank you again. I'm not going to stay for the regular part of the meeting, but I just wanted to say welcome, Brian, and thank you to everyone else.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gwen. George, so the rest of the panel obviously needs no introduction, but just for the folks following along at home, George,
Okay.
do you mind introducing yourself?
George Dove, 50-year partner at WDG Architecture, currently retired. I've taught at Catholic University for many years and also served as chairman of the development board for many years. My interest is in urban design primarily, since that's what my master's was in and that's what my practice has included. And welcome aboard. Thank you.
Thank you. Rod?
Yeah, hi. Brian, welcome. My name's Rod Henderer. I'm officially the Bethesda area representative, but I'm also an architect. I'm a principal with Callison RTKL. I also serve on Syracuse University's advisory board. Recently just stepped down as chair, so I straddle a couple realms.
Excellent. Taught at Syracuse many years ago.
Oh, did you win?
Oh, back before, let's see, I think it was 85 to 86.
Oh, the Werner.
Under Werner.
Yeah, under Werner, sure.
Under Werner.
Sure. Yeah,
so
I actually knew.
was a faculty member and everybody else was his TA.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I know Werner, a lot of us all know Werner very well, so yeah.
Adam Gross was also on that board, I believe, for a while.
Yeah, he was, and he was chair for a while, but he's kind of disappeared. We haven't seen him for some reason, but anyway, yeah.
He's living in Rhode Island in exile.
Oh, is he really? Oh, I didn't know that.
He built a house in Rhode Island. He's very, very happy there. It's a good place to be through the pandemic.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
Hot stuff.
There you go.
Thanks, Rod. Xiao Joy? You're muted.
Hi, this is Chao Joy. My name is a little bit hard to pronounce. As you can see, with all the vowels in my name, AIOU. I'm a licensed landscape architect. I've been practicing for over 15 years, currently with Roseanne Hardware in lots of public sector and private sector projects. And I've been here, this is my second term as well, and here with the folks for 2-3 years now. Really enjoying the journey. It's great, loving it. And welcome, Brian.
Thank you very much. I'll confess, if I had it to do over again, I'd be a landscape architect.
Don't take over my job.
Don't worry, I'm not going
I
back.
also have that same thought myself.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
It's fun. Landscape architecture is fun, though. With all the greens and stuff.
Thank you, Showjoy. And Damon?
Hey guys. Hey guys, can you see me? Brian, nice to meet you. My name's Damon Orbona. I'm the, I think I'm the sole member on the panel that doesn't have an architecture background, but I do have a planning background. So I started my career at the planning department, working alongside Elza and some other planning staff that we work with regularly here. So it was a great place to start my career. Also have a legal background, so I worked in private practice land use for a little while. But now I'm on the development side of things. So I'm the development representative on the panel. Work for a company called Nova Ventures. We're a diversified real estate development company, do a multitude of product types. We do comprehensive mixed use land projects, multifamily projects, townhomes, senior affordable projects, assisted living, kind of run the gamut on products that we do. Aside from, we don't do retail and office projects. But looking forward to meeting you in person, hopefully one day soon, and welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Thanks, Damon. Paul, did you want to, I know you and Brian go way back, but is there anything you wanted to add?
No, I'm good. I'm I'm running the design excellence program here at the planning department, and Brian and I do go way back. We were colleagues at Notre Dame, colleagues at Cornell, and have been kind of crossing paths ever since, which has been a pleasure.
We were offset by a couple of years, but we knew each other. We weren't exactly in the same class, but we knew each other. I'm much older than Paul.
Right.
You can tell by the wrinkles.
You lost your hair, I went gray.
Just amongst ourselves today, I'm going to try to get my footing today. This is a different kind of review process than one I've been in the past. So any one of you that whenever the presenters are finished, if any one of you says, well, Brian, why don't you take the first stab at this? I'll wring your neck. So let me just kind of feel my way through this today. And I have some thoughts about the project, but certainly, as I build up more understanding of the way you guys operate, there's a little bit of a difference between the stuff I've read and then what it looks like boots on the ground. So I'm a little nervous about boots on the ground. A couple little butterflies there.
Brian, you're going to be fantastic.
Thank you, Elsa.
Absolutely. And so thanks again to the entire panel for all the work that you do. As Gwen said at the top, we very much appreciate all of the time and effort that you provide to the department and the county. And I think the as Gwen said, the level of design is I think shows the improvement. And I think in particular this next project that we're going to look at, I think came a long way through the panel's guidance in the first stage. So I know we look forward to talking about that in just a moment. On one other introduction on sort of housekeeping on our side, starting with the next meeting, which is I believe February, Grace Bogdan on our team, on the Down County regulatory team, will be taking over my role as MC For the panel meetings, I will, of course, still be a part and piping up occasionally, but Grace has been doing a fantastic job with transcribing all of the excellent comments provided by the panel members, and she will also be doing the MC work starting next month. So welcome to Grace, and we thank her very much for doing that. Okay, so Brian, the way this works is that each of the agenda items is a separate meeting, and so this concludes this portion of the meeting. And unless anybody else has anything they wanted to say, we can all hop on to the other item and get started.
Elsa, I just wanted to say one
Please.
thing. This next project that we're reviewing has a little bit of history from Carl, and who had proposed that the applicant look at the entire street and rework potentially sort of what the design guidelines for Bethesda had indicated, which was kind of a stepped back, a base that projects out closer to the street curb. Then the tower or the upper portion steps back. And he had asked the applicant to come in with an idea of how the whole street would be designed, which changed essentially what the guidelines are suggesting of that step back. So what they, in very quick terms, what they've done is they've set the building back further to have a deeper front lawn so that it's more in keeping with the existing houses and multifamily houses that are on that street currently, and also give a better streetscape and so on. So that was a kind of an overarching element that I think you need to understand before we go into this, and you'll see, what they've been doing. But I think that was very successful, and it was a great comment and proposal by Carl to get them to think about it in the larger context.
Probably also a good transition from Wisconsin, which is a much more urban proposition, towards the neighborhoods to the east that are, much more suburban in their kind of character.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. But you can't argue with Carl now because he had the final word on that one.
All right, very good, Paul. Thank you, and everybody. Jump off this call, and we'll see you on the next item.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.